exactly a year ago in November, December, sort of, I was not in the best mind space that I would want to be it personally, physically, mentally. Nothing was going right for me, and it was because I was not changing things. I was constantly doom scrolling. I was sleeping at odd hours. I would not take action. I would procrastinate into smallest things. And so while doom scrolling, I came across this quote that it went like, you choose what you don't change. And that hit me. It rang a bell in my head that I am choosing this lifestyle and there was no one else to blame other than my own self, because I was choosing it. And so this video is what I would want myself to hear a year from now. In the past, this is the step-by-step guide that I would want to have at my disposal, and to know what I can do right now and how to move forward into from being in a rut to actually doing something productive and fulfilling the inner desires that I have in terms of my career, in terms of the physical things that workouts and things that I want to do. I love trekking, so I want to going out and meeting friends and all of that. So this is what I would want myself to hear. And so with 2025 coming in, I think this is the perfect time that you can change things up. You can experiment with things and see how things work. So this video is going to be very basic step-by-step guide for you to follow, and keep your note and pen handy so that you can note it down. And it is going to be a very step 1, step 2 sort of a video where I'll tell you what you can do right now and what you can do for the coming week. So let's get into it. So what you can do starting today, what you can do starting right now. There are 3 things that you want to do right now, because it's all in here, and you can change it right now, right when I am talking to you. So one first very basic thing is to accept whatever your circumstance is, whatever your situation is right now. Accept it without shame, without guilt. If you've not worked out for a year, accept it that you have not, and go into that mindset that you have not, and it is going to take you to get up and do it. So the very first thing, very basic thing that you need to do is accept your shortcomings. It's okay that you have not done things up till now, but once you have realized that you have not done things, from moving on forward, everything that you choose is what you want to change. And if you're choosing something, that is what is your reality. So acceptance is something that you need to accept right now. Your circumstances, your reality, you need to accept it. You are here right now at this point. No shame, no guilt, it's fine. The next thing that you want to do is stop self-sabotaging. So if you're not able to do something right now, it's okay. With time, you will be able to do it. And like constantly beating yourself that you're not doing that you're not doing this is not how it's done, and this is not perfection. It's okay. Do not self-sabotage right now. This is not the right time to sabotage yourself into doing things, because once you start guilt-tripping yourself, you are always going to go into a deeper rut. Recognize the habits that hold you back. So for an example, if you don't want to go work out today, and then again you don't feel like going to the gym the next day, and that continues, then you fall into this rut where you're skipping day workouts for like a week. That you do not want that to happen. Identify the habits that get you out of the zone and break them one by one. Get it out of your system. The next thing that you want to do is affirm yourself. Positive affirmation is really, really important. And I was somebody that used to talk bad about me to me, and so it's not good. It gives you the sense that you won't be able to do something, which is not true. You can do a lot of things, and so it's just a mindset that gets in your way into achieving something that you really, really want, because you are feeding it here that you are not able to do it, or you're not gonna do it. But that's not the truth. So positive affirmation is really important. Positively affirm yourself that you can do it, you can learn it, you have the potential and you have the power, and now you have the dedication and discipline as well, so that you have the motivation, you have everything that you need to achieve the things that you want in life. So these three things very important: acceptance, stop self-sabotaging, and your positive affirmations. Now we have what you can change right now out of the place. We'll go to understanding what you can do starting today. So this could be a week-long plan. I would suggest that you go by week, so that first week you're doing this, second week you're doing this. I would suggest that whatever habits or whatever things I'm listing, you do it once a week. So for an example, week 1, you develop your first thing that I tell you to, and in the second week you add the second thing, so on and so forth. So these are the things that will help you change your life. These are going to be step by step. So one thing will come after another, and this is how it's gonna help you and give you a very good plan to work on. The first thing that you need to do is have an evening routine. A lot of people have a lot of noise around morning routines, but the morning routines materialize once you have your evening routine in line. Evening routine helps you wind down, get refreshed, and start a day with a new mindset and a very calm set of manner. What happens is, if you have a morning routine, you wake up at 5 for an example, but you're not functional, then it does not make sense. Because if you're not able to work, if you're not able to function, what is the meaning of waking up at 5 a.m. and doing nothing? With being able to wake up at 5 a.m. and do all the things that you want to do in a day, you must have an evening routine where you are sorted of everything that is going to go the next day. The second thing that you want to do is develop a morning routine. So your evening routine will be you winding down, and your morning routine will be in line of what your evening routine was. So morning routine will be you becoming active again and in flow of your day. Morning routine, it could be anything, whatever you feel like doing in the morning. Some people like journaling, you can do that. Some people like writing the affirmative things. Some people like working out. I personally feel like working out in the morning, so that it gets a tick. A big win for me earlier in the morning is the best thing, and it helps here as well. So evening routine, morning routine, and your workout is finished in the morning. So your third point is having your workouts in the morning. It helped me personally because it gives me the motivation that I need, that I have achieved the thing that I really dread. I have done it first thing in the morning, and so I feel really set for the coming day. The workouts should not be something that is super active. It could be very minimal for the start. A 20-minute walk, a very mild stretch for the very beginning. It's good. It's commendable that you're actually waking up in the morning and doing something for yourself. So very minimal is good. It's absolutely fine. The next thing that you want to do is plan your day the night before. So when you have your evening routine, you plan your day, keep an hour or a half an hour aside. Plan your day, whatever you want to do. So if it is Saturday, I want my Sundays to look like this and this. It will give you a very good layout of what you want to do next day. This will also help you understand and analyze what all things are working for you, what all things are not working for you, so you can have all the things listed down. You can work yourself around it. The next thing that I personally started doing this, and it really helped me up here, was journaling. I am an advocate for journaling. I recommend it to everybody. It could be anything. It could be the mildest, minimalist thing that you can think of on top of your head. Write it down, and once you get the hang of it, you'll not be able to break free from it, is what I feel like, because it helps you to process things. I mostly like to journal in the evening because it helps me understand how the thing went, how the day went, and if I have anything that is affecting me mentally, I'll write it down and get it out of my system so that I can sleep properly. And I think sleeping properly is really something that you need at night. Journaling is something that you must. Next thing has been the most difficult thing for me, because I was an addict of doom scroll. I was an addict of Instagram because I am a social media manager. I am a digital media manager, so I have to be on social media. I have to be on the digital platforms to see what is going on, to give ideas to my clients. And so staying away from my phone was something that troubled me a lot. I needed to do it. I knew I needed to do it, but I was not able to do it. So I started small. I started to take breaks. So I built my evening routine in such a manner that for some amount of time I'll leave my phone. I will not touch it. And then in the morning I'll leave my phone and not touch it. So if you want my evening or morning routine, let me know in the comments and I'll make sure that I'll do that for you. If you want to know how to journal, I can do that as well. And all of these things, all of the points that I'm talking about right now, if you want to dive in detail, we can do that. So this was something that was very difficult for me, but then you have to do it, because most of the time that is consumed and most of the energy that is consumed is in this particular thing where you scroll. If you're scrolling to understand something, if you're getting something out of it, understandable. But if you're just scrolling for the heck of it, it's not good. And up here it creates so much unrest. It's really tiring. Processing that needs to go in with 1 hour of scrolling is the tiredness that I feel after scrolling for just 1 hour is beyond comprehension. This is something that I problems with, but I think that once you overcome this, I think this is going to be the best decision that you took. Stay away from your devices. You do not need that until unless you're a digital marketer, but then you can also manage your time accordingly so that you can give time to the things that you like. What are the things that you like? Coming back to our next point is starting a hobby. It could be anything. It could be journaling, it could be reading. It's reading for me. I like reading, but then it should be something that does not require a lot of brain work. You just enjoy doing it. It could be painting, it could be skating, it could be running, it could be anything at all. It could be cycling. Find a hobby, find something that you really love and you can do without thinking about or putting a lot of thought into it. Give your time doing that. Give your precious time there. Finding a hobby is something that you can do. The next thing is to actually do things for your own self. Be kind to yourself. I have been really mean to myself, and I feel like the people out there, the world is already there to be mean, like talk badly about you. So you don't need to do that to yourself. You need to be very respectful to yourself. Do not demean it. Do not disrespect yourself. Show yourself that you're deserving of the love, that you can achieve things, you can do a lot things better, and you are worth it. Being there for yourself, understanding yourself better, and trying to do things for your own self rather than pleasing anybody else is something that is the biggest motivation that you can have. You can be there for yourself. You can be mindful of whatever you are eating, whatever you are doing to yourself, whatever you have in your day, whatever you process and whatever you put up there. These are the basic things that you need to start doing. You can take 1 week I'll do this, 1 week I'll do that. Find something that works for you, change things that does not work for you. That is it for the video. I have compiled all the points that I think are necessary, but this is all trial and error on the basis of what you think can be the best thing for you. And so you'll have to figure it out on your own. But these are the steps that actually helped me a lot in terms of coming from a rut and not being able to understand where to start. Gave me a direction, and so hopefully this gives you a direction as well, and I hope this helps you. If there's anything specific that you want me to talk about, anything that we talked about in this video briefly, if you want me to go into detail, let me know in the comments and I'll do that for you. I have linked my socials as well. If you wish to follow, please do. I just hope that you choose better for yourself because you deserve it.